Today is November 28th, 2024. Canada, baby. 10 City weather report. Well, you know, it's November 28th, okay? Less than a month till Christmas, and we got people living on the streets in Canada, okay? And shopping carts. We've talked about this. We see it, right? I think what's going to happen is there's going to be some precip in the form of flurries rolling into town, okay? All right? So it's going to get chilly out there. Like, even more chilly for your people in your cities. All right, I'm diving right into it today, okay? We're going to go over what has happened in Canada just in, I don't know, not even a week, okay? And then I'm going to read some feeds, okay, guys? All right, we're going to read some feeds. Well, you know, the big elephant in the room is Trudeau at the Taylor Swift concert dancing like, you know, he's a 14-year-old and he's about 50, right? And that's not on the news, but it's on every other news outlet across the world, just not in Canada, okay? And I'm going to show you more footage from Sky News Australia, where even a teenager was wondering why Trudeau was there.
Swapping bracelets with teenagers at a Taylor Swift concert and dancing the night away like some giddy teenager. Oh yes, there he is dancing without a care in the world. Never mind that his country is in crisis on a number of fronts. He's getting his Swiftie on. And I wasn't kidding about him swapping bracelets with teenagers. Even they were wondering what he was doing there.
What is Justin Trudeau doing here, guys? Hello?
Right, guys? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you, okay? CBC, Global News, CTV, we got some work to do now! And that was while Montreal was burning from riots. Not protests, riot. That happened on Friday and Monday in the House of Commons. If you haven't done your research, okay? Arif Virani, who I've posted before his disrespect towards the female members of parliament like Michelle Ferrari, like Melissa Lantsman, okay, the list goes on. He's very disrespectful, and he is our Attorney General and Justice Minister, okay? And that was the role that Jody Wilson-Raybould was in until Trudeau fired her for not lying for him, okay? And she was the first Indigenous woman in those roles. A long story short for you guys, I can't do your research, okay? Arif Virani already wanted to start censoring us even more online with our online content, okay? We all know that this content isn't available in Canada, right? Right. And back in the, I don't know, spring, I made an ankle bracelet. So I whipped out the old ankle bracelet there for you, Virani, okay? Got the ankle bracelet on because Monday, after the Trudeau Swiftie concert and the riots in Montreal, Arif Virani comes out and is saying about how all this hate starts online, so they're getting ready to censor us more, guys. And I said, like Sherry O'Terry said on SNL, hey, Virani, you need to simmer down now. Simmer down now, Virani. I took a drink. What the government wants to do is get rid of our supplements and making it really hard for people that are on supplements. And I don't know about you, but I require supplements, okay? And I'm sure that you do too. And one of our Facebook friends or trolls, I don't know what her name was, but talked about her on Monday because she had said, they're not going to take away your vitamins. And, well, Michelle Ferrari did a video in Parliament with people that have knowledge about this. Mark Holland wants to make crack and all that other legal in Canada, but take away our vitamins. How much does that make sense to you? It's like these women said, and a man said in the video, contact your MPs, okay? Start contacting your MPs. That's why they're there. They're there for you, okay? So, Mark Holland doesn't have a phone number, but he's got an email, guys. Okay, got a pen? Wait for you to get a pen, okay? Because he wants to make crack and all these other hard drugs legal, but, you know, make it impossible to get our vitamins. Have you got that pen yet? All right, his email is Mark, M-A-R-K, as in high as a kite, dot Holland, H-O-L-L, L as in loser, A-N-D, as in rhymes with Rick, at par, P-A-R-L .gc.ca. So fire up the old Mac, whatever you got, and you know, give Mark Holland a little piece of your mind. Alberta News and Views posted, but you did kind of see the clip of Doug Ford, Dougie, looking like he was going to cry on the news because Trump insulted him in Canada. Yeah, Trump did. And you know what? At this point, well, I'm going to read what I said, okay? So Alberta News and Views put, Doug Ford is pissed that Canada is compared to Mexico. I said, and I tagged these people too, just so we know. Donald Trump, thanks for being honest. Ford Nation is stuck in the good old days that he helped wreck. You're right though, Donnie. Canada is like Mexico. We need to fix the border that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Justin Trudeau, Jagmeet Singh wrecked, and Chrystia Freeland, okay? Just add you in there, okay? There's been no border. We need treatment for the crackheads that litter our streets, so Canada does have to deal with the drug problem. And in brackets, I put, Dougie, didn't you say that the federal government was our biggest drug dealer? And I put about 25, and about that 25% tariff, well, at the end of the day, you have to take care of number one. If you didn't threaten that tariff, Donnie, the Canadian government would have got us another way. You know how those go, okay? That was a side note. And to wrap it up, I put, thanks for getting them all scared and working hard up here in Canada. Much appreciated, Donnie. To read the feeds to see what people are actually saying. And one thing I noticed about the CPAC channel, which is our House of Commons proceeding channel that you can find online, okay, like if you've worked all day, you could throw it on and watch it for about an hour while you're like cleaning up after dinner. The CPAC channel doesn't allow you to see the comments, which is pretty shady in itself, okay? Anyways, this is the clip that I posted after the Trudeau Swift concert, and it's from Sky News Australia. It's called Justin Trudeau Dances at a Taylor Swift Concert While Anti-Israel Protests Take Over Montreal. Okay, this is what the comment said. I don't even know because this was 4 days ago and I just went, poof, anyone will do, okay? Because they're all the same. All the comments are the same. But I thought this is important because it's Australia and this is worldwide what people think of Canada. Okay, so somebody put, how does tearing up Montreal help anything in Palestine? Nobody knows. Making masks and face coverings illegal when engaged in public protests is step number one. Yes, I would agree with that. I am Canadian and I am thoroughly ashamed of Justin Trudeau. I despise him. And that was from Barb. And I think Barb might be a follower of mine. Not too sure. But if that was you, Barb, make sure you put a like in the video, okay? Somebody had said, I am so sad and ashamed of my country and Prime Minister. Don't forget about all the churches that have been burnt. Get him out. Somebody else said, I have never been more ashamed of my country. I served Canada in the army and I would have never thought we'd be here. We let the enemy in and we're going to keep suffering for it. Somebody put, the pro-Hamas protesters are treated nicer than the truckers' protests in 2022. It's a disgrace, and yes, it is. And Pat King is going to be sentenced like January 16th, 17th. So mark that on your calendar, support in some way. If somebody can get an MP to get a petition started, all you got to do is get approval from an MP, get a petition started and let's get that baby circulating, because in a month we had like almost 400,000 signatures last year for Trudeau to resign. So let's see what we can get in a month, guys, okay? JT has no shame in his bones. He makes this country a bad name. Vote Conservative, please. Yes, yes. The Canadian people should be demanding for his resignation because he is a disgraceful man. Where was the Emergencies Act here? Nothing peaceful here, folks. Trudeau wasn't called away from the concert and notified about this. Was he? Disgusting. Two things have to be done. Trudeau has to go, and those violent protesters in my Canada have to go. Yep, fire up the plane, okay? Any illegals, okay? Sorry about it, but we're kind of full, okay? Like, we got no vacancy left, okay, in Canada. Sorry. Wait until I never hear his name in the news ever again. Let us vote now. More than 20 years immigrated to Canada. This is the worst ever. It should be against the law to protest with your face covered. I agree. Somebody else said, well, Trudeau in the Canadian Parliament did give 2 standing ovations to a World War II Nazi. Somebody put, he has been doing nothing about all these ridiculous protests, but he had no problem invoking the Emergency Act on peaceful protests. Again, Freedom Convoy keeps coming up. Okay, guys? All right? He used martial law on truckers, but lets this go when it's truly violent. Yep. Somebody else put, the Canadian Jewish community, along with millions of patriotic Canadians, are demanding the immediate resignation of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau following the violent anti-Semitic riots that occurred last night in Montreal. Trudeau, who has publicly threatened to arrest Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is being held responsible for inciting these riots against Jews. The fact that he was seen dancing at a concert while Montreal was engulfed in chaos has intensified public outrage. Both Jewish Canadians and law-abiding citizens from across Canada are urging Trudeau to step down from his position of Prime Minister. That was from a Tim, and this was all on YouTube, Sky News Australia, okay? I'm ending her there, okay? Because I got stuff to do today. Stay you, stay true. Get to talking, okay? And most importantly, okay, got to doing your research and, kind of maybe keep yourself in check that you're not being a little bit Nazi, okay?